Welcome to Gently Drifting and Associates. Sit, or rather, have a seat right here, please. Today, we're going to go ahead and take care of your dog's taxes. It shouldn't take more than 20 minutes or so, depending on how much slobber is on your receipts. All right, now, let me just pull up the file. Got it. So, let's begin with the basics. This is for the 2025 tax year? Yes. And we're filing on behalf of your dog, correct? Okay, just confirming. Some people try to slip a cat in here. It doesn't work. As everyone knows, cats refuse to pay taxes. So, full legal name? First name is Walter. Goes by Wally? Cute. And last name? No last name? Just Wally. That's fine. We can file him anonymously. It's not uncommon. Breed? Chiweenie. Wonderful. Okay. And what about his age? 6. Within the standard working dog range. Will account for wear and tear, of course. And has Wally been a good boy this year? Okay. Good boy. Any incidents on record that would dispute that? Any accidents in the house or... Okay. Mail carrier. And was that bark only, or was there contact? Just bark. Phew. Okay, no escalation. That's good. We'll proceed with good boy status intact. Now, in terms of filing status, are we doing this jointly with a human, or is Wally filing solo this year? Jointly. Got it, got it. Any dependents? Puppies? Stuffed animals that are emotionally significant? Okay. Squeaky dinosaur. The squeaky dinosaur. Perfect, perfect. And when did he get the squeaky dinosaur? Ah, perfect. That simplifies things. Now, let's move on to income. How many treats per day does Wally get, on average? 3. All right. Over 365 days. That's approximately 1,095 treats earned. Were any of these performance-based? Sit, stay, roll over, emotional support, things like that? The majority of treats earned passively. All right, great. What's that? Oh, for being a cutie patootie. Okay, we'll count those under base level income. I'll make a note if any were bonuses, though. Now, were any of those treats premium? Organic? Freeze-dried beef? One on Christmas Day, oh, a celebratory. That counts as a holiday bonus. We'll tax that separately. Christmas beef. Perfect. And did Wally receive any non-treat compensation? For example, tummy rubs, verbal praise, or access to typically off-limits furniture? Verbal praise was frequent. Excellent. And sofa access occurred once? During a thunderstorm, that makes sense. I'll file that under emergency provisions. Any side gigs for Wally this year? Petfluencing? Local dog show appearances? Participation in a calendar, perhaps? No? All right. No bother. Okay. I'll mark no self-employment income. That means we can skip Schedule C. That's good. All right. Let's move into deductions. This is usually the most detailed section. We'll begin with meals and snacks. we've already accounted for daily treats. Now let's talk about larger consumables. How many full meals per day does Wally have? 2, okay. Standard. Perfect. And were these meals homemade, store-bought, or subscription delivery, perhaps? Dry kibble with wet food mixed in. That's good. That sounds good to me, too. Perfect. That qualifies as a mixed method diet. We can depreciate that over time. Yes. I'm aware that makes no sense, but that's the system we're in. Now, important. Was any cheese consumed in the household while your dog was present? Okay. And was cheese shared with the dog, Wally, at any point? Even small amounts? Good. So you did comply with the cheese tax, and that was Kraft Sharp Cheddar. Kraft Sharp Cheddar. Excellent. Now, how many bones were consumed this year? And is that per week or total? Okay. 1 dental bone per night. Good for Wally. And any recreational bones? Large marrow bones? Synthetic chews? Or the occasional stick from the yard? Okay, 17 real bones, 10 synthetic, and several sticks. That's fine. We can file that under leisure expenses. All right. Now, did Wally bury any of these bones? Right. For future use, of course. Deferred consumption, yes, my dear. I'll add a line item. Prepaid chewables. And any toys purchased this year? And please organize them by category. Plush, rope, rubber. 6 plush, 2 rope, 4 rubber, and 1 taxidermied squirrel that isn't technically a toy, but was treated as such. Understood. And the plush lifespan's about 6 days per toy. All right, the rope was 3. The rubber lasted the longest. That makes sense. It's 2 months. Good return on investment. All right, let's talk about services. Grooming, baths, nail trims. Oh, no nail trims, I understand. They can be quite stressful, yes. And baths were all at home? 1 professional grooming session in May, okay. And did Wally shake off immediately afterward, or did he wait until the towel phase? He waited. Right, that shows growth, yes. And did Wally attend daycare, dog walking, or boarding services of any kind? No boarding, okay. But the occasional dog walker on Thursdays, okay. That's enough to qualify for the companionship support credit. It's a small credit, but it's something. All right, let's move on to charitable contributions. Was Wally involved in any acts of goodwill this year? Examples might include allowing a smaller dog to sniff first, giving up a toy voluntarily, or letting a toddler manhandle him. The toddler, right? Makes sense. It's ongoing community service indeed. And did he receive anything in return from the toddler? A snack or verbal affirmation? Ooh, just a head pat. Okay, well that counts as non-monetary appreciation. The IRS doesn't track that yet. Now, any donations made to local squirrels, either intentional or accidental? For example, dropped snacks, unattended sandwiches, or a momentary lapse in backyard enforcement? The sandwich incident. We'll treat that as a non-deductible loss. Yes, it still goes on the form. No, it doesn't help you. I'm sorry. Now, did Wally attend any obedience classes behavior modification programs or group therapy sessions disguised as training. One course on leave it and another on drop it. No certificate of completion, though. He left it once, but he never dropped it. Well, that qualifies him for partial credit. Okay, let's review transportation expenses. Estimated number of car rides taken in 2024. Okay. And those include both joyful and stressful ones. Okay, 22 total. And were any of those to the veterinarian? Okay, 3 vet trips. 3 vet trips, very good. Okay, medical mileage is deductible, so that's good news. Did he know he was going to the vet ahead of time, though? No, he suspected nothing. Okay, that's typical. And any car rides that resulted in a drive-through snack? Or simply a ride for vibes? 2 for fun drives. 1 puppuccino from Starbucks. Fantastic. I'll classify that as morale-boosting transportation. Now, any travel outside of the home city? Overnight stays? Family visits where Wally was included as a guest and not just cargo? Christmas, a visit to the grandparents? And was he offered furniture privileges there? Yes, old Granny let him sleep on the guest bed. That's good. We'll count that as lodging with in-kind compensation. Any public incidents this year? Barking in cafes? Lunging on leash? Or altercations with reflective surfaces? He barked at a statue once. Okay. No further escalation, though? Okay. Understood. Statue barkings are classified as philosophical disagreements, not behavioral violations. Okay. We're nearly done, I promise. Okay. Let's just move into the final review of assets and withholdings. Did Wally destroy any furniture, shoes, or emotionally significant objects this year? 1 slipper. Okay. All right. 1 throw pillow. Was the pillow sentimental or just decorative? Decorative. Perfect. That helps. Okay, it reduces the impact, of course. Still counts as property damage, though, but not as severe. And did he bury anything of monetary value? A sock. And you consider that of monetary value? Okay. And do you know where it is now? No. Okay, that qualifies as a lost personal item, unrecovered. We'll file it under unclaimed textiles. There. Any unreported income? Cash treats from visiting relatives or off-the-books snacks handed under the table? Yes, I understand. But if Granny handed him bacon, that counts as unearned income. It's minor, but I do need to write it down. Okay. The bacon has been logged. Okay. And 1 further incident, okay? We'll issue a warning there only. Now, for penalties, were there any instances where Wally was placed in a timeout or confined to a specific room, told no in a firm but loving tone? 2 timeouts, okay. Both 15 minutes, so he did do the time. Okay, that's good. And just to double check, has Wally engaged in any lobbying, advocacy work, or political commentary this year? He barked at a city council Zoom call, okay. Was the microphone on? It was not, okay. Then no filing needed. I knew Wally was political, I just knew it. Okay, I'm reviewing everything now. Total estimated income? Moderate. Deductions? Substantial. Behavior? Mostly compliant. Cheese tax? Paid. And everything itemized. You're getting a refund. It's not a large refund, but enough for a bully stick or perhaps a new plush frog. No judgment, your choice. I've submitted the return, and you'll receive confirmation in 7 to 10 business days. Yes, you can absolutely print a copy for the fridge. It's your right. Well, that concludes the filing. Wally is in good standing with the Department of Domestic Canine Affairs. Congratulations. You may now go and give him a treat. That's not a legal obligation, just a personal recommendation. Thank you so much for using our services. We hope to see you again next year.